What's up? So today I want to talk about a mindset change that changed my life, changed the momentum of my anxiety recovery journey. It made a huge difference, and I wanted to share that today. Hopefully this video gives some of you some value. I think it'll help a lot of you out if you can just be consistent with this mindset change. And some of you may think I'm crazy for thinking this, but I believe for many people, if not most, anxiety is actually a gift if you can fully recover. For a lot of you, anxiety will save your life. It'll keep you from doing the things that you were doing that were unhealthy in the past that possibly led to your anxiety. For instance, there are many people that have to quit drinking because of their anxiety. This is a blessing in disguise. Maybe if you didn't have anxiety or panic attacks, you wouldn't have stopped excessively drinking, and maybe that would have led to a shorter life, right? If you would have kept doing that. We know all the risks that goes with excessive drinking. We definitely know all the risks that come with smoking, right? Very bad for the heart, very bad for the lungs. A lot of you are having to quit smoking because of your anxiety. So if you've quit either of those, that's amazing. Anxiety is actually, in my opinion, saving your life, adding years to your life. I think although anxiety is not healthy on the body, I think smoking and daily drinking probably does more damage than that, right? In the same amount of time. So I think that would be a nice trade-off, right? Some of you are cleaning up your diets because of anxiety. You know, your gut health is very important. You want a healthy microbiome down there. That's just the balance of good and bad bacteria, right? Because 90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut. So a lot of you are finding out like, I gotta eat better. I gotta eat more greens. You know, I gotta, just maybe more fruits, vegetables, lean meats. I gotta cut out the processed food. I gotta cut out the junk food, the fast food. So a lot of you are becoming healthier that way. Some of you are losing weight because you're making healthier choices. Now, I'm not talking about the excessive weight loss that anxiety can bring. That's not a healthy weight loss, right? That's just because you're having no appetite at all and you're lacking nutrients. But some of you are losing healthy weight because you're making lifestyle changes. Maybe you're not drinking, maybe you're not eating as horrible. Anxiety, recovery forces you to focus on gratitude. And that's something that you can use the rest of your life. Another blessing in disguise. I didn't really think about gratitude or being gracious too much before I had anxiety. It's one of those things you just grow up hearing like, yeah. Be thankful, be gracious, whatever. And we take it for granted, right? Well, we start to really focus on gratitude when it comes to our anxiety recovery because it's something that can save us at any time. If we're having a bad day, we can turn to gratitude. It's always free and it's always right there in our pocket. We all have something to be thankful for. And trying to recover from anxiety really requires you to focus on gratitude. And then whenever you start having good days where the symptoms aren't so bad, you can go to gratitude like, this is amazing, this is great. Then when you have days that aren't bad, that are bad, you can still go to gratitude and look how far I've come. Look at all the things that I've quit. I talked about quitting bad habits. Look at, all the changes that I've made so far. Look at this weight that I've lost, look how much I've changed. I used to party all the time, so you can turn to gratitude anytime. So it forces you to do that. That's a gift. It forces you to become more mindful. It forces you to become more, to try to be present, appreciate the present moment. Me having health anxiety was even more of a blessing because it gave me a healthy relationship with a healthy fear of death, right? Where it wasn't obsessive anymore, but I also wasn't totally naive to my time here left on this planet. And I don't think I ever would have viewed it that way if I didn't feel like I was dying every day and worried about having heart disease and cancer and everything for that set of years that I worried obsessively about it. So now it's like I fear death in a healthy way. It motivates me. It fuels me. I know I'm not going to be here one day. I know my days are numbered, so I want to get the most out of each day. So it actually fuels me and motivates me to be more present. You know what I mean? To focus on this day that I have, the air in my lungs today, love hard today, do the things that you love today. Make a difference in somebody's life today. To help change the world a little bit today. And I became more afraid of not living than dying, if that makes sense. So I also know that I need to be healthier to try to extend my life. So I'm not totally naive like I was before my health anxiety began to my mortality, right? Or just think I'm gonna live forever. And then, you know, your life will fly by that way, and then you have a midlife crisis. You're like, what the hell happened? But I'm also not obsessively worried about it like I was whenever I was in the thick of my health anxiety, if that makes sense. So you learn how to be present, you learn how to appreciate life. And this is just one of the few, like, I think you start to, you gain a level of sympathy for other people that are going through things. I don't know how many people I've talked to that told me, you know, I used to look down on people that had anxiety. I used to think they were just weak. I used to think that they were just lazy. You know what I mean? You now have the gift of, I guess, sympathy, empathy. Like, you can feel others' pain, you know? Also, you can pick up on things a lot better now than what you used to. You can read people a lot more. Your emotional IQ has probably gone up a lot. You can tell if somebody's like anxious, you know what I mean? Because you see it in yourself, right? You can tell if somebody's panicking. You can tell if somebody's having a bad day. Now you can go comfort them, you know what I mean? So you learn a lot of that, and you just pick up a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. In my case, this was a gift because now I'm doing this. I'm helping people, you know, and now I'm able to be here at my house every day with my family, and I don't have to go somewhere to work. And that's an amazing blessing, an amazing gift that I don't think I would have had if I didn't go through this. I'd probably be a manager somewhere where I wouldn't really be happy. This is extremely fulfilling what I do. So this was a blessing, right? But it doesn't have to turn into something like this, you know, for it to be a blessing. Like I just went over things. Some of you are dropping bad habits. You're changing your life. You're changing your lifestyle. You get up in the morning. Now you're a morning person because you have to get up, right? Some of you are turning to cold showers. You're making changes to get out of your anxiety that are going to bless you for the rest of your life. You're also picking up the gift of like perseverance. You're picking up the gift of really strong mindset of like, I got to do that. You're learning that motivation doesn't last. So you see how you gain all these skills, the knowledge, the tools. And what's amazing about it is like once you recover from anxiety, you use all those things that you learned in your journey, and you take it on to succeed for the rest of your life. So remember, like in my opinion, anxiety is a sign that you need to grow to be happy for the rest of your life, right? Something has to change in your life. Something has to change in your day-to-day routine. Usually it's not just one thing, it's many things. So get excited about this process. Get excited that you're cutting back on things that you wouldn't have cut back on otherwise, right? So anxiety can be a gift. It's all about the mindset change, the perception change. And if you're interested in this type of stuff, if you're interested in changing your mindset, your perception, and you're wanting to fully recover from anxiety, I would urge you to check out my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp. I'm going to put that down below in the description and in the first spin comment. It's changing people's lives. I want you to be a part of that as well. There's some awesome reviews on there if you want to check that out. Grab that today, very, very affordable. And also there's online therapy. If you've never talked to a therapist, make today the day that you sign up for that. You can do it on your phone or on the computer. You don't even have to make appointments and go places. So no excuse, right? You can do it right here on the phone. So talk to a therapist if you've never done that. And you know the drill, guys. If you're new, well, if you're new, you don't know the drill. Subscribe. But if you have subscribed and you haven't hit that bell, please hit that bell for notifications. I'm going to be trying to be more consistent. I know I've said that a million times, but hey, this is the second day in a row I've uploaded. That's pretty good for me. And yeah, all my other resources are down below. Some other cool stuff, social media, all that stuff's down below. But I love you guys. Hopefully this video gave you some value. And until the next one, keep fighting. I love you all.